What is speed? Baby, don't kick me. Don't kick me no more. Gotta do some transfers, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Footy Fetish Show. There's real footy soccer. I counted the pyramids. I was looking at the great, what is it, the waterfall of Babylon. There's a lot of wonders of the world, but there wasn't an eighth wonder of the world. He's here tonight. What's up?
Yeah! Back on the mic. With the mic daddy. As always, a pleasure. So glad you're here with us on a Friday night. I know that this is your free time, so thank you for being here. Thank you for getting on the pod with us. Who are we doing this with, and why are we doing it? We're with Big Underwear. We're doing 90 seconds with Total 90. Mike Daddy, why don't you kick us off? What's the first rumor?
Friday Night Footy Fetish. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to jump into Declan Rice because we haven't jumped into him enough, right? Here we are again. He plays for West Ham, in case you guys don't know. It's the club he plays for. Where he's going is starting to get kind of weird. It kind of feels like one of those things that Arsenal is going to start on top and finish second. Like a really bad porn star in a really bad porn movie. It is getting down to the nitty gritty now. Newcastle has rejected Arsenal's bid of 75 mil plus another 15. They're just not loving it. And Man City, I mean, they can just kind of come in and they could just be like, I'm going to go ahead and like fuck you in the. But if we want this man, we will just go ahead and do it. And it's starting to get kind of weird, right? Because it's kind of like getting to one of those things where it's like, Arsenal has the money, but then Man City will just like go ahead and bitch slap them immediately once they make the offer now. So it's gonna be like it's a weird power struggle there. Good luck to either fan of either of those clubs. Ocho, who's next?
Did you say a saga that's never ending? I think I got one that can top you here. Mason Mount from Chelsea off to Manchester United is the rumor. Chelsea has rejected Manchester United's bids 3 times now. The latest bid they sent was 50 million plus 5 in add-ons, totaling 55 million pounds. Not only did they reject Manchester United, but they countered with 58 mil plus 7 mil add-ons for a total of 65.
Being rude.
So we'll see what happens there. I think Mason Mount wants to go, and he doesn't seem like he's a Pochettino player. But Man U's got to pony up the money for that move to officially be made. It looks like Chelsea are putting a price tag on him of 65 mil. So stay tuned for that. What other news do we have?
We have a guy that we actually haven't mentioned in a while, but we did mention him a lot a couple of years ago. Mm-hmm. Marcus Thuram, Gladbach. He's kind of stuck there, but where does he want to go? I'm thinking it's going to be somewhere between some sort of Milan. It's going to have to be Inter. There are rumors between the real Milan and the Inter. It's going to be on the free, which is always scary.
Yeah.
Whoever has money to throw at them and wherever they want to go. That's the scariest part about a free transfer there. It's looking like he might want to go to Inter. And as far as we know, it looks like the agreement's in principle. Inter has offered him a 1 year more than Milan.
No,
yeah.
Sorry.
Do you know that for a fact?
That's
or one
million more.
And see, that's where we get in this weird spot. We get in this weird spot. It doesn't matter the money at that point. It's just all focused on where they want to go.
Yeah. And let's look. We'll break that down a little bit more. But who is leaving Inter is Lukaku and Dzeko. So there's a big opening for the center forward. Meanwhile, at Milan, you've got Giroud, he just signed a 1-year extension. So his spot is not really guaranteed there. Another center forward that's potentially on the move is Nicholas Jackson of Villarreal, on his way over to Chelsea. Chelsea, man. They just can't get out the transfer market right now. In principle, they've agreed to 5 or 6 years. They really want a long contract so they can drag out the price of this transfer. Chelsea said that they will pay 1 to 2 million more than his buyout clause of 35 million euro. This is a fantastic buy for Chelsea. They desperately needed a number 9 center forward. this guy is their man. What is some surprising news that's going on across the Atlantic from Europe?
Come on back over to this Atlantic coast here in the U.S. We're talking Sergio Busquets from Barcelona to Inter Miami. Big shock. I couldn't imagine why he wants to come to Inter Miami on the free. What a weird situation. I can't even think about it. I can't wrap my head around why he'd want to come to Inter Miami.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to leave that up to everybody else to figure out.
No.
Ocho, what you got?
Over in Bundesliga, Edson Alvarez, the Mexican, will be moving from Ajax to Dortmund. At least this is a rumor. Personal terms are agreed. Contract rumored is till 2028. Dortmund and Ajax still need to negotiate on the fee. If I had to guess, it'll be somewhere in the world of 40-ish, 40 to 45. He is a young, up-and-coming center defensive mid. You'll grab the entire Mexican market at Dortmund, and we know how Dortmund loves to get these young, kind of obscure players that people don't really recognize as like stars, turn them into stars, and then flip them for more money than they paid for.
Seems like a lateral move, but that's a good move for him right now in his career. That's a good spot.
Well said. Well said. And Booty, we've got two more rumors. Why don't you break these two down? One is a no-namer. Who is that?
Ladies and gentlemen, Vinicius Tobias. If you haven't heard of him, Ocho can tell you all about him. All the way from Shakhtar to Real Madrid. According to Real Madrid, this is their last move that they're making. Who knows if that's true? But we'll find out. He's going to be on loan until 2024. Actually, about a year from now, June 2024, for $500K. Wow, what a fee! There's a buy option in the clause because there always is for only $15 million. But Ocho, is this somebody that Real Madrid should look into buying? Let's say after 6 months, is this going to be a guy they want to buy?
I don't know enough about this guy. I mean, he comes from our favorite Brazil university, Shakhtar Donetsk. We know how they love to pick up those young Brazilians and develop them and then flip them. We've seen him done it so many times. It remains to be seen. We do know that Real Madrid desperately need a backup right back for Carvajal. He is getting old and they need someone with more wheels. I mean, he's been able to do it for so long, and props to him, but this could be the replacement. I know that he is also, Vinicius Tobias has had, I'm pretty sure he's had some U20 minutes for the national team for Brazil. So that's always a good sign there when the national team has got him starting and getting minutes. What is this final rumor that we're going to break down in depth?
We got to bring him back. He's been on a couple of these episodes. Christian Pulisic, ladies and gentlemen, he's at Chelsea. He wants to get away from Chelsea. There's been rumors of him going to Juventus. There's been rumors of him going to AC Milan. We don't know where he's going to go. Me personally, I think he should go back to Bundesliga. It is a league that fits his style of play better. I don't think he should just roll out to another new league that he doesn't know.
Right.
Hey, that's just me. Maybe Dortmund could take him back on the cheap. I think he should be on the cheap, but also at the same time, if Chelsea thinks that they can get just a fair amount of money for him, go for it. Me as a Juve fan, I don't feel like he's going to be worth what Chelsea's going to be asking. As far as his injury history, as we know, I'll leave it at that. I think Bundesliga would take him back with open arms and caress him and play him. If he goes to a Gladbach or something like that, if Thuram goes, maybe there's an opening there.
Interesting. And when you say Bundesliga, you're not talking about Bayern, right? You're talking Dortmund or Gladbach or maybe like a Hertha Berlin or
because Bayern doesn't need him.
No, I was about to say Bayern. There wouldn't be a spot there. Now, Booty, you did bring up this team a while ago, and I don't think it's out of the question. AS Roma in Serie A. Would that be? I mean, I feel like that could be a landing spot for him. I know we were talking earlier about Serie A being kind of a foolish move, but at the same time, I think he would fit at AC Milan. I think he would fit at Juventus and Roma, especially. Could you imagine Pulisic and Mourinho together?
That'd be crazy. I'd rather him there. I think he'd. I think I think Jose would actually use him sparingly.
Mm.
I think he would be able to use him how he'd want to, and I think that would work out for him and the injury history he's had. I also think that at the same time, I think Chiesa could probably be on the move,
Ooh, I forgot
which would
about Chiesa.
right. So if he went to Juve, he would have to take over his spot. Whereas if he went somewhere else, he would be a second piece. He'd be a second fiddle. Um,
What
if
other?
Chiesa were to stay,
Yep.
he could pair with him
Ooh,
on the other side,
ooh.
but it wouldn't all be his show.
Right.
You know, so that's why I also don't like. I think he'd be very forced into a role at Juve, and I don't like that. Newcastle, they have money to spend. I
What,
do like that.
what was the other? You had dropped this earlier in the group chat. What was the other team that Chiesa was rumored to be going to?
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Thank you.
So Klopp has actually been a very big fan of his.
Man.
If you go back to directly after the Euro that Italy won, right? He was asking for him, and Juve said he is untouchable. We want 100 million. I remember was a big number at the time. I think even Fabrizio was talking about this. They were very very big into getting him, and now the price has significantly dropped. I would say actually that's probably Allegri's fault. He did
He got injured too.
he got injured, yeah, and then I just never felt like those two connected very well.
No, that's
So
spot on. You're right about that.
So it's weird because when he was actually healthy again, Allegri didn't use him as much as you thought he would. It's like why wouldn't you? So hey man, I would love to see him go to Liverpool. That'd be fun. It'd be really fun if Klopp wants to utilize him and Jota. I think that'd be a really fun little pairing.
Yeah, and one of the
And I
things
feel like they've been missing somebody since Mane left. So
I was just about to say that they really haven't replaced Mane. Luis Diaz has been kind of filling the shoes, but his latest knee injury has really kind of sidelined him. They also need to start looking for someone for Mohamed Salah. He's getting up there in age, and he relies a lot on his quickness. He's a really skillful player technically, and he's really shifty. But at some point, your age catches up to you, and you've got a winger is just you can't keep playing winger. You got
yeah,
to start playing more of a. I don't even know what other position Salah could play, but
yeah.
I just quickly looked up Chiesa's price that's rumored, and it's at 52 million pounds. What do you think about that value? If you were the management of Juventus and Liverpool came to you for 52 million pounds for Chiesa, what would you do?
Way too cheap.
How much would you counter with?
At least 75.
Wow, fair point.
He's young. You just said it yourself. Those guys are running out of options pretty soon here.
Yeah,
You know, Liverpool's definitely running out of options pretty soon. So we're talking about a guy he's already proven it. He's cheap. Or excuse me, he's very young. That's very cheap.
okay, here we go. It looks like a price has been set. Let's see, they're looking 60 million euro.
Should have set that at 75, then you get 65. The back and forth there.
And
How dare you? How dare you? Yeah, this is one that's kind of just popping up like recently too. Yeah.
I mean, I tell you what, this window has had so far the most excitement, and we really even haven't gotten to the end of player contracts. Technically, player
Yeah.
contracts end on July 1st.
Yep.
So a lot of players are going to just be flying off the shelves as soon as that July 1st date hits because a lot of players will be going on the free.
Yep.
Now, we have seen clubs kind of reach out ahead of time, and I think that's just because the timing of the end of domestic leagues kind of kicks off the transfer window. So Serie A kind of had a late end. EPL finished earlier, so they were able to hit the transfer market quicker. So this is why we're kind of seeing this overlap. Chelsea's been able to get a lot of moves going quickly. Real Madrid as well. I mean, they signed Jude Bellingham very quick, 100 mil, bang. So be tuned in. This is going to be really fun. I'm excited to see where this goes from here. Footy, do you want to talk about any of these players that we mentioned?
Keep your eye on Declan Rice. I mean, obviously, I think that's be the fun one to keep your eye on. The money's going to keep going up.
Yeah,
It's be a fun one. How about you?
I was going to say the same thing actually. Now, as soon as you said that, for me, this question: if City land Declan Rice, is the league done? Is it over?
I mean, that's a really good point. I don't know if I want to watch Premier League at all. Now, I was already thinking, I was like, man, next year I'm going to like dedicate myself to Premier League. If fucking Man City get Declan Rice, I don't want to watch Premier League.
Because it's not even it's almost like a double hit. So Arsenal
Yeah,
were second place, and you're thinking, wow, if they get Declan Rice, this kind of evens them out.
like Arsenal get something.
But
Come on.
now, no Declan Rice puts them right back in the second, and then City getting Declan Rice, you're like, whoop, okay, you created a gap that's even bigger, Arsenal. Oh, and by the way, Kai Havertz maybe does that.
Yeah, and then you look at the other teams. I mean, Chelsea has a great squad on paper, and I
Yeah.
think Poach is the right guy to figure it out. But I think it'll also take a year.
Yeah,
I think there's a few in there
for
that
sure.
he's gonna find out. Like, all right, that's not the guy I need. That's not the guy I need. I need this, and he has the money finally that he's been just begging to spend.
Wow.
So now the next window is going to be the interesting window, I think, for Chelsea.
Mm.
This is the they need to figure out what they have right now on paper, and then the next window, if he doesn't like 1, 2 players, sell them to go get somebody he really wants.
Mm.
And also, it's going to be do or die for Lukaku. There's a lot of questions there, which is why it's not going to happen yet, but probably later.
Dude, I like where your head's at, man. Chelsea's going to be a fun team to watch grow. I know
Certainly,
we love to talk shit on them, and we hope that they don't have so much success, but it's going to be fun to watch that team kind of gel and figure it out because they do
definitely
have
interested to
a
see
ton of
it.
great players.
Yep, yep. And I think who's homeboy with the hair?
What color hair?
Uh,
We talking?
uh,
We
they
talking
bought
about
him
Mudrick,
for no. He's gonna stay.
Cucurella?
Cucurella, he's gone. He's gone.
Oh,
I think Pucci will find out like very early he's gone. And he's gonna sell him super quick because if he doesn't, price gonna drop.
yep.
That's a guy that he can recoup the money on quick. He's gonna fucking do it. Yeah, gray hairdo, not working, not working, bro.
Why does he look 40?
Yeah, exactly. Like that's it. And Pooch's gonna say the same thing, man. He's gonna be like, dude, what the fuck is this dude even doing here? I don't. This was a stupid buy. Y'all happen to show up, and y'all are like, man, everything was on discount. And y'all are just like, yeah, let's take this motherfucker. And I
I
just
will
haven't seen
say,
it from this dude.
2 days ago, look at this. It looks like Poch is now willing to give this player another chance.
And watch, if it doesn't happen, he'll take the 60 mil. Somebody will do it. Somebody will fucking do it. Maybe Newcastle. Who knows? They seem to be trying to revamp the midfield. So,
Dude, look at that. Did you see this or
No, oh shit! Yeah, I did not. Fucking right. You see what I'm saying?
you
You see what
just
I'm saying? Look,
Newcastle?
I mean, let that shit just you know what I'm saying? Like after a few days, few games, you say, okay, well, he's still pretty young. I'll take 50 for him. You know, strike while the iron's hot, kind of thing. Even though you gave him a chance, And I think Poach is the kind of guy, we've seen it before. He's gonna give you a chance. He
Yeah.
really will.
Mm-hmm.
He's not the type that's gonna be like, I'm just here to fucking sell you, bye. You know, he's gonna give you a chance, and I feel like that's gonna be a guy that's gonna be on the way out, on the just weirder side of things. What's going on? Even though his girlfriend seems like she's not ugly, but
You know what we
go
need
hang
to
out with
do,
your girlfriend, bro.
Booty? We need to do a Wags episode. The wives and girlfriends.
I I like this. I think we should get people on who don't even care about soccer. They just want to see the girlfriends.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
This
Oh my
used to
gosh.
be a thing. Like the WAG, there used to be more coverage of the wives and girlfriends of soccer players.
Yeah, and look at this. Claudia. She's stunning in a bikini on the Ibiza holiday. Oh, it's a holiday. Isn't every day a goddamn holiday for y'all?
Well, especially yeah, you go to Ibiza and it's just a holiday there.
Right. Yeah, we took ecstasy and just we're hanging out, and he's gonna get sold to Newcastle next week.
Dude, he's got dreads or he's got braids. You see his braids?
He probably you see that he probably went to Newcastle, and he was like, "Hey, what kind of hair should I have to come here? You know, I'm going to Ibiza in a week. Should I get braids done while I'm there?" Yep. Mm-mm-mm.
All right.
Osha needs sleep. I need sleep as well.
Yeah.
Our quick shout outs here tonight are Ibiza. Um, there's a great song by Pink Floyd. It's called Ibiza Bar. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. That's my shout out. How about you, Ocho?
I'm wearing this player's jersey. I'm going to give him a shout out. Bukayo Saka. No, I say his name wrong. I'm just going to say Saka because I forgot his first name. Is it Bukayo? I think it is Bukayo. Bukayo Saka. I'm going to shout him out. Up and coming.
Great player for Arsenal.
Yep.
Could make that PK in the Euros, but that's a different fucking story. And I'm glad he didn't. But he's a great player. I'm sure he hates that, and he hates me for that.
Yeah, he's tuned in right now. Actually, we can see we've got that one viewer. That is him.
Yeah, I didn't mean to be that mean, bro. He loves me. This has been the Footy Fetish Show. The fetish is real. The footy is soccer. Peace out, boys, guys.
All right, hang tight.